time to pass, he will hit the gas and be gone in a flash. With a surge of speed, he will take the lead. Don't ever drop the lead. He'll smoke you like a puff of weed. You just can't stop the ram. You just can't stop the ram. It's hammer time, so he lets her wind. Inside, outside, 2 or 4 wide. It's time to pass, so he hits the gas. Don't ever drop the lead. He'll smoke you like a puff of weed. You just can't stop the ram. You just can't stop the ram. Don't hit the wall or your run will stall. Don't ever give Droctor a lead. His truck was built for speed. You can't stop the ram. It's hammer time, so he lets her wind. Don't ever give Droctor the lead. He'll smoke you like a puff of weed. You just can't stop the rail. You just can't stop the rail. Bam, 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 bam. You just can't stop the rail. You just can't stop the rail. Bam, 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 bam. You just can't stop the rail. You just can't stop the rail. Don't never give Droctor the lead. Girls can't stop the rail.
Hi, I'm Dan, owner of Tint World, Universal City. Today is our grand opening. We have about 150 to 200 people here. We also had the mayor come, did a ribbon cutting.
This gentleman next to me really lives up to the top billing that he has.
Had some Ferraris, some monster trucks, just a myriad of all kinds of vehicles here. We also had a lot of fun, music, pizza, food, and then we kind of wrapped up in the afternoon with a really cool demonstration on some line dancing. So we got everybody up and having some fun, and just really had a great day.
Thank you, Tailfeather.
One of the greatest things about today's event was really just having the general public come in and find out. Had no idea that we do so many things in addition to window tint. What I really appreciated was the ability to go through and walk people through the differences in our products, let them understand we have several offerings available so that they can pick where they fit within their budget and what they're wanting to do to their car. So I really appreciated the questions people had, and then as they come and they start to engage, their eyes open up and they're comprehending. We really have some cool stuff to offer.
I spoke with Gilbert. Gilbert said, bring it down. Let me see what you got. And I've only had it for 2 days, but I already want to put lights. I want to put wrap. And what surprised me about them is the first thing he said, he goes, you're in Texas. You need to put tint. You need to be concerned about the comfort first. Then you want to flash it, pimp it out. You know what I mean? That's cool. He didn't try to upsell me to the expensive stuff right away.
I also really enjoyed just being able to engage with all the folks that brought their cars. And it was just a blast to spend some time with the community and show our appreciation to the people that brought their cars, and then vice versa. They were able to come in and go, oh my gosh, I had no idea there was a store that offered all these different kinds of services. For me personally, I want to become the go-to place in Northeast San Antonio. We already are making big dents within the community, and to offer all of the products and services that we do with excellent installation and unbelievable pricing. We just keep hearing the feedback from all of you folks out there that the value we offer is just one of the best value propositions in the market.
He's doing a great job. You know, I'm really proud of his business.
Alrighty, boys and girls, welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway and the Droctor K's cracked records ready to go for 134. I knew I was going to screw that up, but I put it together and we are ready to go. So, ready to rock and roll in the Droctor K's, and I tell you what, where is Droc? Where is Mr. Droc Man himself? There he is. There's old Droc right there in that number 821 on track, getting at it right now. Droctor K taking a look at OK Man right there. He'll roll to the bottom. Thank you for coming on board as tonight's race sponsor, and more to come. And as far as music goes, we got more from these guys coming up here during warm-up. But right now, we got to get set here for the season finale at Homestead Motor Speedway. Homestead, Miami, playing host to this one. Championship pretty well settled. Tony Blake Brewer, man, he'll start tonight's event in the 20, and as soon as he does, he'll lock it up. This man has had a heck of a season. You can't ask for much more. As we are getting down to it with 7 minutes to go. But the championship season that one Mr. Tony had here this year was one for the record books. Vern top of the qualifying charts. Vern trying to finish it off here as well. You know, you got to think about Vern's situation. Trying to finish off this season. If he'd have made more races, maybe he'd have been in better shape. I mean, you know, it's one of them things. You got to be here to win, right? And unfortunately, he missed some of those races as we get ready to finish this season off. So, 6 minutes left in qualifying here tonight. Tony, Eddie on track, Dustin Stevens on the bottom, Christopher Melton with us tonight, Ty Smith. There's Ty in the Dollar General 51. Jimmy with us here tonight, Kyle Bethel out here. So a strong field of trucks to kind of wind this down, and look at that slide. Hello. Walk it down, Ty. Walk her down, bud. There's a wall. He'll keep it off the fence. Good job, Ty. Had to walk that truck down solid, though. Now, as we look with Vern, Dustin Stevens right there as well. Dustin Stevens out here with us. Good to see Dustin get to finish his season off. Dustin's had an up and down year. He found some speed along the way. Dustin Stevens there in that 86. Christopher Melton second on the board. Jimmy, another case of woulda, coulda, shoulda here this year. Man, Jimmy put a great season together. Just came up a tad bit shy of being able to get a championship done here this season. And again, thank you to Tint World for everything they've done this season. It's great to see them on board all year for the trucks. As you can see, Jimmy going to roll down through into turn one. He'll roll to the bottom of the racetrack. Again, Droctor K's cracked head records. 134. Where did Drock end up putting that car? E11. Nice run. Vern, Tracy Bethel, Michael, Austin Taylor, Tony Blake Brewer now top of the charts. No surprise there for Tony. So Tony Blake Brewer, top of the board there. So Tony's kicking this championship night off the way his whole season's been, going to the top here. Yeah, thank you for that. 321. Yeah, it don't show me on my timing screen. So it's kind of hard to see. Thank you for that, though. All right, so let's see what we can do here. We are out of time in well, not necessarily out of time qualifying. However, nobody really on track, so it's going to give us an opportunity to talk to some folks before we officially turn this over and get rolling here. So let's go see what Tony's thoughts are coming into the night, because we know he's pretty much got the championship sewn up. Maybe go out there and get you another win if you're Tony Blake Brewer. Hey, Tony, Matt in the booth, you get a copy.
Yeah, I got you, man.
All righty, man. Well, you're starting on pole here tonight. Starting this race will pretty much wrap your championship. Man, what would it mean to go get a walk-off win here tonight?
I hope it works that way. It'd be great if it did, man.
There we go. Well, it'd be no better way to start or end the season off than to go up there and get her done.
Yeah, it'd be like the cherry on top, man.
Yes, sir. All right, good job right now in qualifying, man. Good luck here tonight in the race.
Thanks, sir.
All right, we're going to let him go back up and talk to some folks as we continue to get ready for race time, which is about 6 minutes from now after your warm-up. And let's see, anybody else on track right now? Nope, they have all shut them down for the most part. Looking like top of the board, Tony Blake. He's going to have Christopher Melton alongside for the start. Vern, Timothy, and Paul right now, your top 5 in qualifying here tonight from the Multi-Groove Homestead Raceway. This racetrack is fun, man. You got multiple grooves of racing easily side by side. See, Jimmy there as well will be 6th. Jimmy trying to secure that 2nd place in the championship. So, 40 seconds remain before we kick off warm-up. What we're going to do, we're going to head over to warm-up at the moment. And thank you to Droctor Cage and the Cracked Head Records group. We're going to listen to some music from these guys as we go into warm-up here tonight. I hope you enjoy it. They're going to give us some tunes as we get ready to warm everybody up and to go actual racing here in just a little while. Folks, I'll be back in the booth after warm-up. Go enjoy some tunes.
Daylights glow and my pulse kicks hard. Fuel in the air like a predator. I live for the scream when the engines wake. Take me racing, don't make me wait. Rubber burns black on the edge of the night. Metal talks back when you hit it right. Hands on the paddles, you cut through doubt. I watch you fly and I shout you out. Take me to the track where the sparks all sing, where the checkers fall and the grandstands let the whole world blur. 4-wheel 1-5, that's my church on dirt. Go-karts, back roads, asphalt or clay. I don't need much, just a legs to chase. I'll be your loudest heart in the crowd when you bring it home. I'll say your name proud. I need that thunder, that fast and furious. The fear, the heat, the beautiful, dangerous. Just get me there and I'll light your night. Make it worth your while when you hold me tight. Take me to the track where the sparks all sing, where the checkers fall and the grandstands ring. Take me to the fast, let the whole world blur. 4-wheels 1-5, that's my church on dirt. Take me racing. I was born for speed. Wave that flag, that's all I need. Take it to the track where the sparks all sing, where the checkers fall and the grandstands ring. Take me to the fast, let the whole world blur. 4-wheels 1-5, that's my church on dirt. Take me racing. I was born for speed. Wave that flag, that's all I need.
All right, back up here in the booth with you guys, and we are ready. 1 minute to go before race time. Who is it going to be to end off the season here at Homestead Miami Speedway with the checkered flag in hand? We're going to find out here very soon. Down the back straightaway they go. Where you stop, nobody knows, right? So again, with the 58 seconds remaining, this is going to set up for a heck of a race here tonight. 134 laps, one fast repair as always. It is getting down to time here to wrap season 2 up for the Nationwide Racing League and the Truck Series presented by Tint World here tonight. And we'll get ready to fire them off. In just a moment. So again, we're 3 seconds to go. We are out of time. Let's get ready to take a look at the starting lineup here tonight. So here we go. This will be your starting lineup for the evening. Row number 1 will be Tony Blake Brewer alongside Christopher Melton. Row number 2, Vern Hawkins, Timothy Wright. Row number 3, Paul D. Brown, Jimmy. Row number 4, Tracy Bethel and Brian Brooks. We're number 5, Austin Taylor and Eddie. Old Drock right there in 11th. Kyle in 12th tonight. 13th is going to be Ty. Dustin 14th and Michael White in 15th. So that is your field lineup here tonight. Vern, Michael, Tony, Blake Brewer right there. So you see Tony on the inside front row as well. Tony, Blake Brewer ready to go. So again, field 2x2 ready to rock and roll here tonight. Boy, oh boy. Ready to go. Green flag racing here momentarily. Taking a look here. Vern. What kind of position he's going to be in for the night. In 3rd. Tony out front for this one. Taking a look at everybody down the back here. Just getting ready to turn them loose. Christopher Melton. Vern Hawkins. Ready to go. So ready to rock and roll here. Let's do it. Tony.
Green flag.
Nice and easy. Green flag in the air. Let's go. Underway, nice job. Tony out front. Christopher there as well. Vern, Timothy right in the mix. Paul D. Brown there in the mix as well. Austin, oh, big wiggle already. 3 wide, though, dropping the line. Let's go. It's Tony Blake Brewer breaking it free here early. There is the 20 machine of Tony. Vern Hawkins there behind him. Christopher Melton there as well. Jimmy there up inside the top 5 with Austin Taylor. Taking a look with Tony. Continuing to lead right now. Vern Hawkins behind him. Vern giving a run for it. Down the back straightaway they go. Tony and Vern 1 and 2 right now. Those two nice and tight. Jimmy, Austin Taylor. Good run for Austin. Down the front straightaway with 3 laps on the board here tonight. Tony, Blake Brewer out front. Continuing to lead. There's Tony, Jimmy, Austin, Doug, Drock. I'm probably not use Doug anymore, but it's Drock right there. And here comes Drock. He's going to get the move on Kyle Bethel. Drock going to get alongside, battle for position right here. 2 by 2. Send it off into 1 side by side. Both of these trucks giving room. Again, these 2 trucks right there on top of one another right now. Vern, Tony, Timothy, Christopher, Austin, Tracy, Jimmy, Kyle, and Doug. Doug, Mr. Drock, and then Brian, Eddie, Paul, all in line. That's 12th. 13th is Michael. 14th Ty right now, and then Dustin back here in 15th after 5 laps here tonight. Down the back straightaway, single file for the moment right now. trying to push to the back bumper of Vern. Trying to get up there and get it done. He is about, 1.8 tenths off right now. So not that far off, but he's going to have to make up a little bit of ground if he's going to get there. Taking a look right here, 6 complete. Vern out front, Tony, Blake, Brewer, and then Timothy Wright into third. Christopher Melton in fourth. Austin Taylor in fifth. The way they set at the moment, 7 laps in. Tracy Bethel trying to roll the bottom. Tracy Bethel doing a good job rolling the bottom. Jimmy there as well. There's Jimmy with Droctor battling alongside Kyle Bethel. Kyle making a run up there into 13. He'll roll the top side, trying to get that car to roll the best he can up high. Down the front straightaway we go. 2 by 2, Thunderbreds into 1. Eddie's a little bit further back right now, holding serve. Eddie dropping. There is Droc. Oh, tight with Droc and Kyle. Meanwhile, Vern continuing to lead. Tony there. Jimmy up to 7th. Doug then Eddie there in the mix also. So you see single file down the back. Eddie just a little bit too far back. Behind him, Brian Brooks, Paul D. Brown. Brown trying to pick up some ground here, but can't. Kind of walked in where he's at after 10 laps. But right now, let's do a little bit of crank it up this far in here tonight at Homestead. Field continuing to roll right now. 11 laps complete. You see Vern. You see Tony. Timothy right there as well. Everybody trying to fight, trying to figure out what they can do. So right now, everybody's just trying to figure it out. 11 laps in of 134 here tonight. Timothy right there on the bottom. Christopher Melton alongside with him. 2 by 2. Taking a look right there. Vern Hawkins continuing to lead. Vern doing a tremendous job opening up on the gap on Blake. Timothy right there as well. We're right now 12 laps in. Vern Hawkins continuing to lead the charge out front in the 3. Tony, Blake, Brewer right there behind him. So you can see right now Vern leading. Tony, Christopher, Austin there in line. Everybody holding on. 13 laps complete. So 13 of 134 here in the Droctor Cave Cracked Head Records 134. Going to roll. Let's see, Tony right now second again. He's got the biggest prize that he can get tonight, the championship already locked up. Timothy right there with him. Christopher Melton inside the top 5. Jimmy back in 6th tonight. Tracy Bethel in 7th. Drock in 8th. Kyle Bethel in 9th. And Eddie in 10th right now. Dustin Stevens way off the pace here tonight. Whatever speed Dustin had found through the past weeks has suddenly went out the window as that car way off the pace. Tony Blake Brewer continuing to lead here tonight, along with Timothy Wright, or not lead, but run second with Vern leading. Timothy Wright right there. These top 3 trucks right on each other, just past 15 in to this one. So again, you got to start thinking strategy here at some point tonight. Strategy will be a little bit of a thing here with 75% fuel load. It's going to be a quick race, but strategy will affect this race. So when you've got that situation where it's a quick race, but strategy going to be a thing, you really got to mind it from the get-go. You can't get behind on strategy or it'll bite you. As we look here with Vern there, trying to hold off Tony right now. Again, I want to say thank you to everybody that's came on board this season to make all of this work. Here live on Extreme Sim TV. 15 weeks of action. Well, 14. We missed one. But basically 14 weeks of action. Flag to flag. It's been a fun year. So again, right now, so far, so good. Vern continuing to lead, pulling away in the 3. Tony right there with Timothy Wright also. Taking a look at Christopher Melton, Austin Taylor, Jimmy, Tracy, Paul D. Brown. Amazing to watch how fast these guys are figuring it out here. So far so good. We're 19 laps complete. Tire wear. And we've dropped about a second of lap time here in these 20 laps that we ran already in Homestead here tonight. Very interesting how that works, right? How fast that tire wear becomes a thing here in the Nationwide Racing League, and of course the Tint World Truck Series here tonight. You're watching live the season number 2 finale. Season 3 will be back at it again here before you know it, with Vern out front, continuing to pull away. So Vern over Tony, 2/10. Taking a look behind them, Timothy Wright. Your normal suspects, 1, 2, and 3. Looking at 4th, Christopher Melton. Trying to figure out what he needs to do. Last year's champ. Last race returning is Randy and defending. Austin Taylor going to be in 5th here tonight. Austin didn't run full time this season. What would this season have looked like if he had of been here full time? Would it have been a Tony Blake Brewer versus Austin Taylor show if that had happened? Man, you just don't know, right? You just don't know what that would have looked like. Maybe we'll get to see it next season. Our 2 champions going head to head from season 1, season 2. We'll see what we got here. 23 laps on the board here tonight. So 23 of 134 complete here this evening. Everything kind of calm for the moment. Calm and gentle, if you will. Calm and gentle as Tony now continuing to have a little bit of heat behind him. Take a look there. He's stacking up right now for second. Timothy Wright trying to make a run to the bottom of the three. Wright versus Vern right here, side by side up off the corner. Not enough to get by though. Still continuing 2 by 2. Which is usually the only problem with that. As Timothy gets clear, that can slow both trucks down. You're trying to run side by side too long. Man, what a night here tonight. Tony Blake Brewer leading. TBB continuing to pull away. Man, what a year TBB's had. Oh, Tony has just been on rails since we started this thing. Now taking a look. Nationwide Truck Series presented by Tint World here live on the air. Here tonight, the end of season 2. Vern there went to victory lane 1 week ago in the rerunning at Kentucky. Vern trying to go back to back to end the season. But Tony with 5 wins this season kind of put him in this position to really go out there and get it done. You see Tony over Timothy right now looking for win number 6, which would be double of anybody else that's raced this season. The next most is 3 wins. 13 top 10s coming into tonight. It's just been an amazing championship season. Taking a look back there with Vern Hawkins. Hawkins sliding back. There's old Vern. Jimmy right there in the top 5. I think Vern and Jimmy are far enough apart. I don't think there's a battle there either. But it's Tony Blake Brewer out front in the season finale. Timothy Wright, Christopher Melton. Good run there. 28 laps complete. Here this evening. Taking a look at Tony Blake. Then Jimmy right behind him. So far so good, everybody here tonight. As we continue to creep through. Very, very interesting. Where and how do you mix this thing up here tonight? Tony pulling. So as you said, man, very interesting. 30 laps in here tonight. The 30 in, Tony continuing to pull away. Look right here, Drock up to 8, still trying to chase down Paul. Bethel though, right on his tailgate. I mean, Drock doing everything he can. He'll get a piece of the wall there for a moment. Let's hop on board with Drock. On board with Drock right now as they roll off into 1. Up top near the wall. So Drock doing a great job hanging on to it right now. He'll go way high here, try to keep rolling that race car the best he can. Very, very interesting to what we've got going on here the different grooves on the racetrack. Race leader TBB kind of rolling the bottom. You get back there to Droctor, some of those guys, they're a little bit higher up on the racetrack as we're coming towards just shy of 100 to go here tonight. Ty Smith, Dustin Stevens 2x2. Dustin up top trying to pick up ground up to 12th. Up, Ty clear. Interesting to see how those guys work together. Tony continuing to lead. Timothy, Christopher. So right now you're seeing it 33 of 134 in. We're continuing to figure this out. So you got a long way to go. Taking a look there with Tony leading. Timothy. Vern. Jimmy there as well. Now it's going to be Tony out front. Timothy now in second. Christopher Melton. Jimmy into fourth. Austin Taylor. Paul D. Brown right there as well. Taking a look back there at Vern. Vern going to be one of the first trucks down pit road to make his stop. 4 tires and fuel on that number 3 truck right at 35 laps in. Should put him back on pit road around lap 70 here tonight. So he's already down. Man, going to be very interesting to how this works out. 35 laps in, he's already down. So again, your Tony continuing to lead. Austin Taylor there as well. So they're continuing to roll right at the moment. Tony continuing to lead right now. So it's Tony, it's Timothy, your top 2. So again, we're 38 this time by. Christopher, Austin, Timothy right back there, Doug. Down pit road, he'll take 4 tires and fuel right down pit road as well. There's Tim to pit road. 4 tires and fuel. Christopher. Tony. Right now. Christopher. Dustin. So 40 of 134 complete. Melton to pit road. So Melton, great job to pit road right now. 4 tires and fuel. Dustin. Let's see if he hits pit road right here. Pit road and stop. Burn. Nice job. So again, you see Burn, Timothy, Jimmy. And again, what we're looking at right now is where does all this cycle out? Right? Like where it does this pit strategy cycle? Is Stevens on pit road now in the long term? Very, very interesting. Vern Hawkins continuing to fight the best he can. Pull forward. Vern. Him. Tony. Vern. Timothy Wright. Hawkins, Tony Blake Brewer, Paul D. Brown. Vern out front. Timothy Wright, Tony, Jimmy, Christopher. So right now, as you can see, 44 laps in, Brown gonna slide in line. Kyle, Brian Brooks, Tracy Bethel. So right now, as they continue to see what they can do. Man, what a race. Here tonight was Vern there leading. Right now. What a fight we're seeing. So it's Timothy Wright right there in second, Vern. Tony Blake Brewer there as well. Man, oh man. 47 and 134 in. It's Vern out front, continuing to lead. So again, nice job. Continuing to fight the best you can right now. Vern, Timothy, Tony, Jimmy. Paul back there in the mix also. So again, we're 48 laps in at the moment. Very interesting to see how this strategy will play. Again, we're taking a look here, 50 of 134 complete here tonight. So again, we're 50 laps in here this evening. Vern Hawkins continuing to lead the charge at the moment. Man, oh man. So again, we see as they run right now, what a race for everybody here tonight. 51 laps in here of 134. Man, what a night. What an absolute pleasure of an evening here as they continue to roll right now. Vern continuing to pull away at the moment. So Vern just fighting his way through. Vern, what a race here. Vern's opening up the lead just a little bit. Just checking out right now. Vern is gone. Vern checking out right now. And what can you do here as they continue to motivate their way through this one? So again, you're taking a look at Timothy, you're taking a look at Vern hanging on. Taking a look, just holding serve right now. So 54 laps in, a little wiggle there for Vern. Take a look. He's got company, and it's Timothy Wright. Man, that's so interesting. Taking a look at Eddie there as well. But Vern Hawkins there. Vern continuing to lead. He's got Tim right there behind him. Tim trying to put pressure on him. Working their way by a truck on the outside there, putting him a lap down. Here comes Tony from third. But the battle heating up for the race lead right here. Big slide up out of the corner by the 3. Vern with a huge slide here tonight. And that was wild. What a ride right there. What a absolute crazy ride. And oh man, nice job hanging on to it. "57 laps in. Nice job hanging on now side by side, Timothy. The 3, nice and tight. Big run right now. side by side. Man, oh man. Timothy gonna take over the race lead here. What a battle right now. 58 complete. Timothy right out front. Timothy Wright doing everything he can, trying to hang on. 58 laps into 134 this evening. Man. Vern, Tony, 59 in. Timothy. Timothy right there. Now Vern. Him and Vern. 1 and 2. Timothy right. Vern, Tony, Jimmy, Christopher, Paul there as well. 60 laps in here tonight. So again, we're taking a look. 61 laps complete. Tim continuing to lead. Man, what a fight. Everybody doing the best they can right now. Timothy Wright leading. Tony Blake Brewer there as well. Timothy Wright over Tony, over Vern. Your top 5 or 6 cars here tonight. Man. We're 63 laps in and we're still digging here tonight. Timothy Wright taking over that lead, taking over at Brian Brooks. Paul D. Brown back there behind him. We should be coming up on another round of stops. As you see Bethel on pit road yet again. The Tracy, or was it Kyle? Hit pit road, it was Kyle. Here goes the pit road. So there you have it. Timothy Wright continuing to pull away. Tony Blake Brewer, TBB, Vern Hawkins, right there as well. There's Vern, Christopher, Jimmy right there on the back bumper to 78 of Melton. Staying right with him. Doing a heck of a job right now. 65 laps complete. This time, but what a night right at the moment. Very, very interesting. 66 laps in, we continue to roll. Laps in here. What can you do as you run later in this race here tonight? You got a long way to go. Man, what a race here. Taking a look here. Oh, whoa, that got tight. Melting there. With Tracy, that got a little bit tight for a moment. Man, that could have been really bad, really quick. Held on to it. Nice job. Man, that could have been really, really, really bad. That could have been extremely bad. They hang on. Timothy out front. We're 69 laps in. But again, 69 laps into this one. They continue to roll side by side. There's Tim. Man, oh man. Very, very interesting. What do you do here? Long run if you're Timothy out front. Jimmy there as well with Paul behind him. How do you hang on to this one? Man, what a battle. Man, oh man, taking a look right now with Timothy Wright. 3/10 up and over Tony Blake Brewer. He'll have Tony chasing him for the foreseeable future here. This could be your battle to the end, folks. Right here that you're looking at. Jimmy on pit road, more cars on pit road as well. 73 laps complete. Nice work here. .73 of 134 this time by. Man. 73 laps of 134 in the books. Hard down pit road. Timothy Wright down pit road. He'll take fuel and tires right here in a moment. Timothy Wright working on it here tonight. Right and right down pit road. So Wright really doing a good job getting down pit road here. So he'll get 4 tires and fuel, no penalty, no anything like that. Good situation, get on and off. Folks Melton and Fern Hawkins right there as well. Those two side by side. Or not side by side, but Fern Hawkins there. Now Timothy down pit road. Or off of pit road right there. Droc gonna stay out for a little bit here. Droc trying to play the strategy game. Again, 75 laps. Again, Droc on old tires right now. Trying to muster it up here in that Chevrolet. Droc in the 321. Continuing to roll. Folks, we'll be right back. I got to step out of the booth for just a moment. We'll be right back here, live on a championship night. And the Droctor K's Cracked Head Records 134 right here at Homestead. Don't go anywhere.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, trouble on the racetrack, and it's Brian Brooks gonna bring up the yellow here in the middle of pit cycle. 19 gets free, Brooks can't save it, and around he goes down the back straightaway. Bad timing for a caution here. One more look. Oh, Tony there got in the back of him as well. There's Brian, Tony coming along. Tagged him, there he goes. Hard into the inside wall to bring out the caution. And folks, we'll go to commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna be ready to go back at it here at Homestead.
Hi, I'm Dan, owner of Tint World, Universal City. Today is our grand opening. We have about 150 to 200 people here. We also had the mayor come, did a ribbon cutting.
This gentleman next to me really lives up to the top billing that he has.
Had some Ferraris, some monster trucks, just a myriad of all kinds of vehicles here. We also had a lot of fun, music, pizza, food, and then we kind of wrapped up in the afternoon with a really cool demonstration on some line dancing. So we got everybody up and having some fun, and just really had a great day.
Take your tail feather.
One of the greatest things about today's event was really just having the general public come in and find out. Had no idea that we do so many things in addition to window tint. What I really appreciated was the ability to go through and walk people through the differences in our products, let them understand. We have several offerings available so that they can pick where they fit within their budget and what they're wanting to do to their car. So I really appreciated the questions people had, and then as they come and they start to engage, their eyes open up and they're comprehending. We really have some cool stuff to offer.
I spoke with Gilbert. Gilbert said, bring it on down. Let me see what you've got. And I've only had it for 2 days, but I already want to put lights. I want to put wrap. And what surprised me about them is the first thing he said, he goes, you're in Texas. You need to put tint. You need to be concerned about the comfort first. Then you want to flash it, pimp it out. You know what I mean? That's cool. He didn't try to upsell me to the expensive stuff right away.
I also really enjoyed just being able to engage with all the folks that brought their cars. And it was just a blast to spend some time with the community and show our appreciation to the people that brought their cars, and then vice versa. They were able to come in and go, oh my gosh, I had no idea there was a store that offered all these different kinds of services. For me personally, I want to become the go-to place in Northeast San Antonio. We already are making big dents within the community, and to offer all of the products and services that we do with excellent installation, and unbelievable pricing. We just keep hearing the feedback from all of you folks out there that the value we offer is just one of the best value propositions in the market.
He's doing a great job. You know, I'm really proud of his business.
All right, back here, ready to go once again. Ready to go to green. It's Vern Hawkins out front. Ready to go. Green flag in the air. We're underway here tonight. 80 laps in right now with the yellow coming out when it did. First truck 1 lap down, Dustin Stevens. Vern back on the lead lap. Timothy Wright, Tony Blake Brewer. Christopher Melton right there in the 78 as well. So all these trucks that you're looking at, back at it once again. Decision times will be happening here pretty soon for these race trucks. Again, right now, we're 81 laps complete in Homestead. 81 laps complete in Homestead here tonight. Looking at 82. Vern Hawkins out front. Continuing to lead the charge in the 3. Timothy right there as well. TBB back there behind him. Christopher Melton. Jimmy Paul D. Brown. DS back there. Nintendo DS. Running 7th. Dustin Stevens in the In-N-Out Burger machine. So good to see Nintendo DS having a good run tonight. So Nintendo DS holding on. Right up in front of him. Jimmy and Paul going at it side by side. 2 by 2. That's the 18 up top. So again, taking a look there, Jimmy, Hall, Melton, all trying to sort this stuff out here. Timothy Wright right there leading over Vern. Vern gonna put some pressure to him right now. Nose to tail as they work their way out of 4. There's Tony Blake Brewer, TBB. Soon to be your champion here tonight, running 3rd. Working their way nice and easy, does it. Right here, you see Tony just trying to eat in on Vern Hawkins right now. Tony, Timmy, Vern, your top 3. That is your top 3 at the moment. We're 86, so 134 complete. It's Timothy Wright out front. Timothy Wright right there, nice and easy does it. Working their way by. Timothy Wright pulling away. Nice run by Tim. Vern Hawkins behind him. Taking a look at where Vern setting 2nd right now. Vern Hawkins tried to put it all together. Timothy Wright there in the mix. Christopher Melton to 4th, Jimmy to 5th. That's your top 5 right now. Timothy Wright over Vern Hawkins. Your top 2 here. There's Melton. There's Jimmy. There's Pat. Or that's Paul, then Dustin. Taking a look back here with Kyle Drock back tonight. Kind of falling back a little ways. So Drock trying to recover right now. But it's Timothy Wright setting sail over Vern Hawkins, Tony Blake Brewer, and Christopher Melton. Jimmy back to fifth. Timothy Wright doing a great job just holding serve right now. Vern Hawkins in second. TBB, Tony Blake Brewer, going to get underneath Hawkins. We'll send Hawkins to third. Nothing Hawkins can do about it there. Right, 0.4 of a second right now. Right, really trying to do what he can do here. Trying to make up some ground. But right now, pretty stabilized at Homestead. Taking a look there, Kyle Bethel into 8th. TW up there leading. Timothy Wright. Timothy Wright doing a tremendous job. Timothy Wright trying to keep Tony Blake Brewer behind him. You can just see that gap holding about the same. Now 2 by 2. So again, you're taking a look at Wright pulling away over Blake. Vern in the mix with them. There's old Vern. Christopher Melton, Vern going at it, these two giving each other plenty of room to do that. Good job giving each other plenty of room. You don't want to really push the issue. And they did. There we go. You're still seeing Timothy Wright continuing to lead here as we're getting late into the Droctor K's Cracked Head Records 134. Very, very late in the going. Right, Blake, 1 and 2, and staying with each other here. $95 laps on the board. So, we are very late in the going. You got to keep pushing the best you can here tonight. TW right there in the line with TB. TB, though, going to do exactly what he needs to do. He'll get to the bottom. TB going to clear him right here. New leader, Tony Blake Brewer. Back out front. Great job by TB getting back clear here. Tremendous job, TB. Back out in front of Timothy Wright. Wright trying to stay within touch. Well, right now, top 2, 3, 4 corners, all evenly spaced out. Man, this is interesting. 97 right now. So 97 laps in for the field. So again, what do you do if you're Tony Blake Brewer? You're kind of pulling away just a little bit right here. You got company with Timothy Wright right there behind you. Then you get a little bit of a gap to Christopher. Everybody running the bottom right now. The 3 Vern up the hill running the top. So the only one in the top 5 rolling the high side is the 3 truck of Vern. Everybody else staying committed to the bottom. Staying committed right now. Man, oh man. "99 laps in. And what do you do here? Caution on the racetrack. We got a problem. The 19 around. Oh, got swished up there. Let's take a look at what happened. He gets down to the bottom, loses the back of the car, and gets turned around by Dustin. Dustin there going to move on. Man, what a night. $100 on the board here tonight. Man, it's so interesting here tonight as they continue to roll. Caution back out once again. Yellow back out. So Tony Blake Brewer will lead them to pit road. 4 fresh tires for the leaders here tonight. 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles here at lap 101 for the field. $101 and 134 complete. Very interesting to watch right now. There's Tony, there's Christopher, rolling back out again with fresh Goodyear Eagles here. Let's get ready to talk to Tony. See what they have to say here. Tony Blake, where's he at? Right here. Tony Blake Brewer, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, that's you, man.
All righty, man. You're getting ready for the restart. How does it feel right now? You're out front of this field.
Just keep it up and finish off strong.
All righty, man. Good luck to you, Tony.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, we're going to let him go. Getting ready to fire it back off here. 2 by 2. Tony again, your race leader right now. So Tony Blake. In the 20. Holding serve. Very, very interesting here coming to the restart. Here in just a moment.
Green flag, green flag.
And green, but green back out here tonight, back underway. Tony leading them through. Christopher Melton, Vern Hawkins back there. They're going to get tight to 78. Way high to 3 out of shape. Tries to correct, overcorrects in the wall. Everybody reckon with them. Down the back to 67 to 19. Take a look here. Oh no. The 67 involved. Oh boy. Down the back straightaway. The 3 out of shape. And then just everybody with him. The 18 gets collected. Caution back out. 104 laps in here tonight. Not what you want to see. Go talk to Tracy here. Hey Tracy, Matt up here in that broadcast booth. You get a copy?
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, man. Nowhere for you to go in that crunch fest.
No, I kind of saw him coming down. I was trying to get as low as I could. I just didn't expect him to come that far down. I figured, I had room. But, they got me in the tailgate, I believe. I'm not sure.
Man, you got crunchied and punchied.
Say again?
I said you got crunchied and punchied. You get the inside joke?
Yep. Crunchy already.
Yeah, I drunk that one out of the drawer, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Good
We was
luck.
down in the basement for that one.
Good luck for the rest of the night, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, we're moving back to Stuart Bethel Racing there. As we have got yellow on the racetrack again. Multi-car incident. And it's going to be Paul, Tony out front. So we'll see where it goes for the restart here. Ready to go back to green. So we'll see what we can do coming back at you. So we'll see what we got to go here in a moment. We're coming to the restart here. Coming at you. So let's see here. We're 106 laps complete. We're coming at you. Green flag in the air. Let's go. We're back underway. Doug, aka Drop, black flag for him. You'll have to figure it out here. Nice job. down pit road. Down we go. Nice work here. Down pit road will roll. Tony Brake Brewer right there leading. Man, what do you do here late in the going here tonight? Late in the going here. 110 on the board this time by. And very interesting here tonight. Man, oh man. That's what we got. 110 this time by for the field. 110 laps complete. And caution then out on the racetrack yet again. And it's burned one more time. Caution back out. Oh man, burn. Contact there with Tony. He slides down the racetrack hard into the inside wall. Caution back out. The yellow back out one more time here tonight. 112 and 134 complete. So again, we still got a long way to go here tonight. Trucks on pit road. Here we go. So be able to work their way back up off the corner. Right now we're 138 laps complete. There is the contact at, or 113 complete of 134. Now continuing to roll. Timothy Wright continuing to fly. Ready to go. Let's see what we can do. So again, we're 114, 134 complete. Right now, Timothy, Tony, right there as well. Let's go. So again, right now, Tony, Timothy, a big problem. One car upside down. Back straight away, and this race has become a crunch fest. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, Tracy Bethel gets launched. Tracy. Back straight away. Wow. Stevens involved. Oh boy. Tracy Bethel with a wild ride. Wow, 19 to go. Man, oh man, alive. So they'll come down to pit road. We're ready to roll. So again, we'll be back on pit road. 17 laps to go here tonight. 17 to go. Take a look here. Man, Tracy went for a wild ride. Got up in the air and everything there. It was an absolutely crazy, chaotic ride for him with 17 to go here tonight. Looking to come back to green. This time by your season finale down to just 17, 16 to go this time by. Take a look. What will we see here? Green flag in the air. Let's go. Back underway. 16 to go. Timothy Wright out front. Tony Blake Brewer right there behind him. Tony Blake's trying to stay with him if he can. Tony Blake Brewer all over him right now. $16 laps to go. Tony Blake Brewer right there to the back bumper. Trying to get by if he can. Wants to finish this season on a high note tonight. Man, what a night it's been for Tony. Can he get there? Do the walk-off win here tonight. That would be big for him. If he can do it. It'll be very, very interesting. Taking a look there. Timothy, Tony, 1 and 2. $15 laps to go. Now 14. It'll be extremely crazy here to how this works out. Timothy, Tony, Blake Brewer in tow. Again, these two trucks just tucked in with one another. Trying to figure this out now. 14 laps to go. Timothy Wright continuing to lead. All right, Timothy, you got to kind of watch your mirror here, which is what he's doing. Make sure Tony don't get a run on you here. Droctor right now in 8. Dustin Stevens. Tracy Bethel. Ryan Brooks back there as well. We'll come to see 12 laps to go in the season this time by. Timothy still 1/10 of a second clear. So 1/10 of a second's the gap right now. Just 1/10, that's all. Man, oh man, look at Tony dive the nose in there. Trying to get alongside if he can. Can't do it yet. There's Timothy. There's Tony. 2 by 2 down into 1. Man, they're digging hard right now. Tony digging around the bottom. Timothy using that high side to the best of his ability. 11 to go. Contact right there. Tony gets to the side of Tim. Tim tried to close the door. Tony says nope. And clear. Man, he moved him up out of the way. He was like, absolutely not, sir. You're not going to do that to me tonight. Tony might not be very happy. Or Timothy might not be very happy with Tony here with 10 laps to go. Timothy back to the outside. Shy of 10 to go here tonight. Now 9. Man, very interesting. Who is going to get it done here? Crossing the stripe again. 134 laps here tonight was your race distance. Comes down to Timothy Wright versus Tony Blake Brewer. There's Tracy. Top 2 still with one another. Absolutely insanity here. 9 laps to go. Tony up top, Tim right there, hanging on. 8 to go this time. Taking a look, 8 laps to go, big wiggle out of the 16. He'll wash up the racetrack. So 16 gonna wash up. keeping it nice and even though. 7 laps to go. Here this time by the gap staying about the same. Tony's starting to stretch it out just a little bit. Nothing Tim can do here. Tony's starting to really stretch that gap. Put a little bit of air between P1 and P2 right now. Air is your friend right now. Get away as much as you can. But Tim, I'm sure, wants to get back to it. Paul D. Brown, don't sleep on him. He's running third right now. Paul D. hanging tight. Kyle Bethel behind Paul. 6 laps to go here this evening. PBB out front. Kind of the same story as the whole year right now. He's got Tim right there to it. Tim trying to cross him over, can't do it. Timothy Wright within a couple of truck lengths here. So close, but yet so far away right now. Man alive. Look at TBV going to the bottom right, going to the top. Right, trying to get the momentum around up top here. Can he do it? Can he get the momentum? That is going to be wild if he can. He's just got to hang on. 4 to go this time. 4 laps to go. EBB. Tony Blake Brewer. 4 to go. Man alive. Taking a look there up top to 16. Spreading the car up high, trying to get something going. All a little too far back with 3 laps to go. 3 to go here tonight. Timothy Wright gonna really try to roll the top. Wright trying to get some momentum build up here. Paul D. Brown behind him. Two laps to go. Tony Blake Brewer leading. Two to go. So again, Brewer trying to take home the championship and the race win. If he can hang on just a couple more seconds around this racetrack. Out of turn number 4. Tony Blake Brewer will see the white flag here tonight from Homestead. Tony Blake gonna see 1 lap to go. Right behind him is going to be Mr. Timothy Wright. Tony, Tim, Pat, Paul. Your top 3 here. 2/10 is the gap. Tony Blake Brewer off of turn 4. We'll see the checkered flag. Win the race, win the championship. TBB. Tony Blake Brewer. Timothy Wright second. And Paul D. Brown in third. Tony, congratulations. You just won the Droctor K's Cracked Head Records 134 and the championship for the Nationwide Truck Series presented by Tint World. Your winner, TBB. What a season for Tony Blake Brewer. You can't say anything other than an epic ride all year for this driver. Man. TBB. Congratulations, bud. He'll burn it down on the front straightaway. Oh, nice work, Tony. Oh my goodness. Let's talk to him. Tony, Blake Brewer, Matt in the booth. You got a copy.
What's up, buddy? How'd y'all like your apples? That was great.
That was some good apples, man. Won this thing with a walk-off. How about that?
Man, I wanted it bad. I hated that rough him up a little bit there, but man, it was just racing hard. I wanted to win, and I'm glad it worked out.
Well, how does it feel, season 2 champion, bud?
It feels good, man. It's great. These guys are great to race with, man. This is a great league, great sponsors, great broadcaster. Appreciate everything.
Well, man, I'm proud of you. You put one heck of a season together. I mean, you look back through the season, you opened up the season with a win, and you close it with one.
Yeah, man. I had great luck, great trucks, great competition, man.
Well, I'm sure you'll be back for season 3 to go back at it again. See if you can do it one more time.
Yes, sir. I'll be back. Looking forward to it.
Well, man, let's go all the way back to Auto Club February, where you got that opening win. Did you think we'd be sitting here in June talking about this?
No, I didn't. I didn't think I'd have a season anything like this. This is one of the best, runs I've ever had with everything clicking, man.
There we go. We went back to Victory Lane, back at Watkins Glen, backed it up at Iowa, back-to-back wins. Of course, you grabbed Michigan as well. I mean, and then, of course, Richmond alongside of that, and now here tonight. A very diverse set of tracks you won at this year.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's just it's weird how it's worked because you usually don't have stuff go like this. It's usually a grind, and you're fighting for every position, and you hardly ever win a race. Well, to win all of those and everything fall my way, man, it's something.
All righty, man. Well, congratulations. Congrats on being the champion. Congrats on being a race winner, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. We'll see you next season.
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go, everybody. Your champion, Tony Blake Brewer, getting it done here tonight. What a work. We're just going to let him slide on down. Yeah. And we will grab Timothy Wright. Hey, Timothy, it's Matt in the booth. I thought you had something for TBB here tonight.
We did. We were just having a ball up there, battling it out. And, just some rough racing. We got into each other a little bit and just couldn't bring it back around him.
Man, what did you think of the night overall, buddy?
Overall, it's probably one of the best races for the top 5, just up here battling the whole night. That was a good time there.
Well, what's your thoughts headed towards next season, man?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm ecstatic to still be a part of the team, be a part of the league, ready to hopefully give Tony a better run for his money now that I've got myself situated with my setup and everything.
Well, man, great work coming home second tonight. I know you wanted a little bit more, but great work, Timothy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All righty, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before I let you leave?
Yeah, we'll just shout out the sponsors that we had. We got Nationwide sponsored the season for us. Really appreciate them. And then what was his Doug Kurtz for
Yep.
the
Yep.
Doctor. Yeah, we'll give him a shout out for sponsoring the race. Really appreciate it. Means a lot to us when these guys just want to help the league grow and get bigger.
Yes, sir. Droctor Keys, Cracked Head Records. That took me a minute to get down pat, but I think I got it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice myself for next season.
Yeah, it took a minute. It took a couple of tries at it, but I got it. Well, man, Tim, congratulations, P2 tonight, man. And we look forward to seeing you at next year's next season's season opener.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna let Timothy go. All right, Paul D. Brown, where are you? Paul D. Brown, right here, coming home third here tonight. Paul, you get a copy.
I do, sir.
All right, podium finish here tonight. Good work.
Boy, I didn't think I'd get another podium tonight, but thank you.
Well, man, I tell you what, it was a fun race to watch.
It was a fun race to be in, mostly.
Oh, man, we had a couple of crack ups, but not too bad.
No, it certainly could have been worse. Been in worse, for sure. Congrats to Tony. Good job, man.
Yeah, Tony doing a hell of a job this season. Well, what are your thoughts here headed towards next season, man?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen a schedule yet, but it sounds like it could be fun.
Oh, it's going to be, I can't exactly, well, I can kind of, it is going to be fun. It is going to be fun. I'll put it that way.
There you go.
All righty. Well, Paul, congratulations, top 3. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Just everybody here, yeah. Put on a good show usually. It's good stuff.
Yes, sir. We'll see you soon, Paul.
Thanks, man.
All right. We got one more to get here tonight, and we'll bring him down here in a moment. All right. His name, Tracy Bethel. We'll bring him on down. Tracy, we're at it again, bud.
Yes, sir, we are. Here we go again.
Here we go again. End of another season. Hard to believe it come and went so fast.
Yeah, this one kind of went through really fast. I was kind of surprised, but a little bit grateful now. I mean, this season went so well. All of our races, pretty much. There was a few, hiccups and snafus with iRacing and a few other things, but for the most part, I think the season went pretty well. I mean, you as a broadcaster, what would you say?
I think it was a really good season. It went by way quicker than I thought. But it flew by. But here we are. Tony,
Yeah,
the champion.
Yeah. That boy's fast. I've learned a little bit throughout the season from him, doing some testing with him, and he taught me a few things that I guess I didn't realize I was doing or that I needed to do. So, but all in all, I mean, we had a good group of guys, and we're just keep building on it and get ready for season 3. And we do have a new sponsor, so now we have 2 sponsors going into season 3, and a few other things in work. But I'm super proud of everybody that's raced in here with us, and the admins, and just the whole thing has been really, really impressive, and just really glad that I can put this on and have all the support and all the great drivers that we have in here. Look forward to building on it in season 3.
Yeah, man. I tell you what. Let's reminisce here. Did you ever think some of the racing we would see this season the way it went?
No, I honestly, part of me was like, well, we may have a repeat of season 1 where we had some, people getting in each other and some tempers flaring, and we had a little bit of that, but not near what the first season was. And we learned a lot as drivers racing each other. We started giving a lot more room, I think, and there's still a few that are like magnets, opposite polar kind of thing. But
Yep.
yeah, the Nationwide Tent World series is just, yeah, these guys are phenomenal.
And like I said, we've got work to do going into next season, right? We're gonna get all that squared away for next season, and then we're gonna get right back out here and do it.
Yeah, a whole new set of tracks, some repeats, but some new ones that we haven't touched, and some new things in work that we're gonna try to do. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I do need the break, a much needed time off, and as I'm sure the broadcaster and a few of the drivers are the same. But yeah, it should be exciting once we get going again.
All right, let's tease everybody. You ready? You ready? You ready to tease people? Let's
Yeah.
do it.
What do we
Let's
got?
do it. iRacing Super Speedway makes its way onto season 3. That's gonna be wild.
Yes, sir. Yep, we figured it's about time we go and do something out of the NASCAR ordinary. Try something new. It should be interesting. I've ran a few races there. I've tested the truck there with a group of guys, and it's fun. It can be dangerous too, but it is a lot of fun.
Also, for the fans watching, dirt race transition. We go to Knoxville. That's gonna be wild.
Yep, Knoxville. We've been doing Eldora the first 2 seasons. We figured to switch it up. Let's see if Jimmy can work at Knoxville too. He won the first 2 races, and if he's going to do a 3-peat, it's going to be on a different discipline. So, yeah, we'll see how that works out.
Of course, USA Speedway makes its debut as well on the schedule. Another new
Yes, sir.
track, and then we got some familiars coming back in. Atlanta will be here. We'll be back here at Homestead, Vegas, that put on a good show. It's going to be a very fun season.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of the tracks that we haven't touched on, like Bristol. I've always wanted to go to Bristol, and we're doing Atlanta and a few other ones that I honestly wish we would have done a while ago, and now we're getting a chance to go ahead and do that.
All right, Tracy, as always, it's been a blast working with you this season. Another great season. We get ready to go do it all over again not too long from now.
Yep. Appreciate your help, Matt. I want to thank Tint World for all their help for the first season. They are coming back full swing for the second season. And then we picked up a new sponsor for season 3. Droctor K's Cracked Head Records is going to be sponsoring the races. And there may be some more things. There's some videos out there. You can look them up on YouTube that he does. And it's going to be an exciting season, I think.
And once we do have an official start date, we're working on that right as we speak. Probably me and Tracy will go live one night and break the news. I think that's the best way to do it for you guys. Once we have everything completely ironed out.
Yeah. Once we settle on a date, I mean, it's in work. We're really close to deciding an actual date, and we'll jump on here and we'll announce the date and the release, and we'll start setting up I want to set up at least the first 3 tracks for practice, so that people can get acclimated before the season starts.
Yes, sir. All right, Tracy, it was fun, great night, and we're gonna get out of here. Us too. We're gonna enjoy our little break before we get back at it here in a few weeks.
That's it. Appreciate your help, Matt.
Yes, sir. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us this season. Thank you to Droctor Keys. Thank you to Tint World, as always. Thank you those guys for coming back for another season. There you go, season number 2 in the books. Your champion, Tony Blake Brewer. Everybody, enjoy the off season. We'll see you in a few weeks, everyone.
Gay lights glow and my pulse kicks hard. Fuel in the air like a predator. I live for the scream when the engines wake. Take me racing, don't make me wait. Rubber burns black on the edge of the night. Metal talks back when you hit it right. Hands on the paddles, you cut through doubt. I watch you fly and I shot you out. Take me to the track where the sparks all sing, where the checkers fall and the grandstands ring. Take me to the fast, let the whole world blur. Oh, we're one vibe, that's my church on dirt. Go-karts, back roads, asphalt or clay. I don't need much, just a legs to chase. I'll be your loudest heart in the crowd when you bring it home. I'll say your name proud. I need that thunder, that fast and furious. The fear, the heat, the beautiful, dangerous. Just get me there and I'll the track where the sparks all sing, where the checkers fall and the grandstands ring. Take me to the fast, let the whole world blur. 4 wheels, 1 5, that's my church on dirt. Take me racing. I was born for speed. Wave that flag, that's all I need. Take it to the track where the sparks all sing, where the checkers fall and the grandstands ring.